Hey Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We are going to do a love reading between you and the person most on your mind right now. As I pull the cards, I'm going to pull 5 cards and then we'll go over what each placement means. I want to talk a little bit about the astrology. It's pretty intense right now. So we just had a total solar eclipse. But depending on like whether you follow Vedic astrology or tropical astrology, it hits a little different as far as like placements. So if you're looking at the Vedic astrology, the eclipse is in Leo, and so that's that like bold, fiery reclamation energy. Okay. But in Vedic astrology, it's in Cancer. Okay. And it's ruled by Mercury, and that's like serpent energy. So transformation, shedding skin. Among the shedding the skin, it's like releasing emotional attachments, letting things go that you've outgrown. And also, when I was just sitting with your energy and shuffling a little bit, the Hermit card fell out. That's Virgo energy. So I do also get a sense of like, which is, it makes sense, like going inward and getting more like organized and clearing out like mental noise. Okay. So I said I was going to get the cards. Okay, let me go ahead and get the 5 cards. And then I'm going to go over the oracles. Okay. All right, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. King of Swords on the bottom. Okay, so air energy, a lot of thinking, possible, like trying to find clarity, trying to get clear on exactly like next steps. You see the Fool here. But okay, so I feel like with the Oracle cards here, this is more so where that connection part comes in. I think there was like some type of secretive energy or something. Somebody's not really being honest or being true to themselves or real about who they are or something like that. So I see them like hiding. Well, you can see right here, this is where I'm getting it from, like hiding behind something and just like watching you maybe, or like waiting for something. Okay, so I feel like with that, it's like an energy of like somebody holding on to you, because it's like they're secretly like watching you or something, and they're like thinking a lot about it or something like that. And so it feels like a strong energetic pull is what I'm getting. Because it's like somebody watching you, but you don't really know. I also think like something was revealed. So eventually, like you became aware of something in regards to this. I don't know what it is. This is a general reading, so it could be different for all of you. But there was just some type of, yeah, like unveiling. I get like a very like, whoa type of situation. Like wasn't expecting that plot twist. Okay. And it caused a lot of like just like the rug being pulled from underneath you, like not expecting that. And the other person possibly could have like not taken accountability, or maybe it's like you found out something and they don't know that you found out. That's for some of you. Okay. Um what else? So I feel like with the shallow and the drifting, I think because of this like victim, not really saying you are the victim. I mean, I do feel like it goes both ways, but like not in a victim of like, oh, woe is me. I feel like maybe your person was like that. And because of whatever reaction they had, or just the situation in general. I hope I'm making sense. Um, it's like you felt like someone didn't care, or just it was like feeling dismissed, or just, I don't know, like you just felt misunderstood about something, and they possibly feel misunderstood too. I don't know. Or you don't understand whatever this revelation was. Like what is that? Okay. What am I supposed to do with this? Um so I feel like maybe it puts you kind of in that energy of feeling like maybe a little detached, because I think it's like you're like over, I feel like a lot of you, it's like you're over people not taking accountability, like a lack of accountability or something, and that's where I think this King of Swords air energy is coming from. It's like you want the truth, you want honesty, you want clarity. So something I do feel like is still not fully understood, but I think you are like just moving forward. Like you see, which is what I love here at the end. It's like all of this is like gray, and this is kind of like that passionate, like, I'm surprised we don't have the devil card yet. Like some type of attachment or something that was also obviously probably really had a lot of chemistry and passion and connection. And then it just gets a little murky and gray here. You see how dark this is? I also feel like it might be like dark in a room, maybe in like your room or the room that you're in the most. Not a lot of lighting. But yeah, just feeling like what's next, stuck. But I see like here there's something that's sparking you to, like, you see something. Okay, it's something about like your physical reality here. Something is being made more clear with this clarity of the King of Swords, air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you could have that in your chart, or you could be dealing with one. Let's see. So let's go ahead, and I was also channeling some like music. I wrote them down. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, okay, because I was getting this thing about anxiety. So I was actually listening to this song before I even decided I was going to do your reading. But it's called Angel Numbers / 10 Toes by Chris Brown. Oh yeah, also Paris, that name, or Paris as a name, or Paris, France, location. I don't know what might be relevant to that. Maybe somebody's French, Canadian, or something like that. Also, something about the power going out, and I think that's where I was getting with this like darkness here. Just it needs to be like more color. Like it's very like grayed out, foggy. Okay. Other songs. Okay, Flashing Lights by Kanye West. I didn't like listen to it again because I just didn't have time. But I did hear, okay, the song also by Kanye and Jay-Z, Ham. But I think that just was clarifying the Flashing Lights because I don't have that song on my playlist. And also Ascension by Maxwell. But I feel like that's what this is, Ascension. So we're moving on, and that's what brings us now to the tarot, because this is the Six of Swords. So this is your energy. This is moving on to calmer waters. Okay. Also with like the Hermit energy I got, I still want to keep on with that because there might be something about you finding a guide, or just getting more in tune with the guide within yourself. Okay. So that could be a spiritual advisor, a counselor, a mentor, or it could just be spending more time with yourself, like self-care, things like that. And this is gender neutral, so we're just talking about energies here. But okay, so let's get back to the tarot. So Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters. That's again air energy. So I feel like a sense of just you with this King of Swords, just really seeing this that physical reality thing, like seeing things for what it is. Okay, This is about a transition. There's a lot of healing energy here, which I'm so glad. And it aligns with this too, because it's like moving on from all of this darkness, okay? But I feel like it's also like a significant period of time for you. It's like a spiritual transition or journey. And that aligns also with the astrology, with the eclipse we just had. It's a lot of like about, it is transition, like transformation, but also looking at what you have, like the strengths that you have within yourself already, and just growing that, okay? What else can I say about the Six of Swords? So let's see what you're moving on from. I'm going to clarify like once for each card. Alright, what is Cancer moving on from? The Queen of Wands. Okay, so possibly Queen of Wands energy here. I get a very like alluring, attractive individual. This is possibly like the person that's most on your mind here. So they could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They could be very creative as well. I just noticed more than usual, like the yellow here and the flowers. They might really like sunflowers. They might have a cat. These are just things within the picture that I'm just noticing a little bit more of. But it looks like, yeah, you're moving on from something, from someone of that Queen of Wands energy. So a very passionate connection. This person could also be in like a role, like their job, or yeah, I guess, I mean, they could also volunteer or something like that, but like they like help, like to help people, because it also is hitting this Six of Swords, which is also like getting help. You see how this person is helping them move forward. But and so I think you can also read it as like this transformation, this situation happened as probably like a catalyst for this spiritual journey that you're on. Okay. I also get with the Page of Wands on the bottom. Children could be involved, or this could be someone that's younger than you. But I feel like maybe like it was like a fun connection, a lot of chemistry. But it could have been gotten a little toxic or something. And I mean, especially with this whole hidden secrecy thing, because we have the Seven of Cups here, and that can be like confusion or somebody having a lot of options or something. I get it's just a sense of like not taking something seriously. Okay, so let's keep going so we have enough time for advice at the end. Okay, so your person is in the Hierophant energy. Okay, so they could be a Taurus, Earth energy. This is about like traditions, values, yeah, like following the rules, having a set of belief systems. So it could also symbolize like marriage. Oh shoot, sorry, drop card. So this could definitely be a higher level of commitment. And I don't, that's interesting. I wonder if, okay, so I guess, whoa. I just got a couple of different things. So your person can also be on some type of spiritual journey. I don't know. You know what I'm getting to? It's like a situation where people just weren't able to like, be their authentic selves. So I feel like this was definitely some type of transformational relationship, possibly like a karmic situation where you guys, you decided that you wanted to get into a contract with each other and learn lessons, okay? Because the Hierophant is also about enlightenment, lessons. Your person could also, like, there's something about a helping field. I don't know. Social service, I mean. Because the Hierophant is also, like, of service, teaching, higher education, learning the truth about something. This is following confessions here. So let me clarify that, because let me see. Because sometimes a Hierophant can also be like a belief system that's no longer serving you. So it's like kind of, because the Taurus energy is fixed. So it's definitely like following the rules because we know what works. But then it's like, sometimes you hit a stalemate. So we need to figure out how we can innovate. So it's like, oh, okay, it's belief system, core beliefs. It's belief systems. So that's where this misunderstood thing is coming from. It's like the way your core beliefs possibly, this is your person's energy. So the way that they see themselves and the world will then affect their emotions, like how they feel about things. And then, well, really it's, okay, so it affects their thoughts, like what they think about something, and that affects how they feel about it, and then that affects their actions. So let's see, what is this belief system? Whoa. Emperor. Whoa. Okay. Oh, page of wands again. This is interesting. There's like a lot of people in this reading too. A lot of noise. Like a lot of people talking. And I think okay. So this is going back to, yes, belief systems. So where do you learn belief systems? That you typically learned from, your caregivers who raise you, in your environment, your social circle and things like that. So it's like, I'm getting like a person that they are like a very traditional person. They could be, I get rigid. That's what I'm getting from the Emperor here. So it's kind of like maybe that's stubborn, because that's what Taurus is kind of known for too. That's like one of those things. But very authoritative in different ways. But it's like they have a particular way of thinking about like family, relationships and stuff like that. Okay, I don't know if that's making any sense, but I see the page of wands again on the bottom, and I'm just getting like a person who has a generally, I think on the outside it looks good, but possibly like it's not, it could be better, it could be developed or something. So it's like both of you are significantly going through just a lot of, and that's what I got with that Hermit, a lot of inner work and learning more about the self, okay? Which again aligns with this whole eclipse energy. Also, it might be helpful to watch, shoot. I was going to say the Virgo probably, but we also have Aries here and Taurus. So, just figure that out. But this is also divine masculine energy, which is like a leader, an authoritative person. You know what I got too? Somebody who might use their authority. And again, it's like, it works for some ways, but just not in others. So I don't know if that's making sense. Is there anything else I can say about your person? Yeah, because they can like kind of be a little detached. So there's that word again too. So just not as connected with how they're feeling about things, and you have to have a good balance of logic and like your emotions too. You have to kind of find a middle ground there, because one more of one can cause friction in the opposite, if that makes sense. So yeah, something about a person, again, it's like a rigid, like they have difficulty letting go of control or something like that. I get for some of you also like moving out. I don't know if that resonates for maybe a few of you. Like moving out of your home or like your family home or something, like where you grew up or whatever. Okay, so let's go to the Fool. I'm pretty sure the Fool is also Aries energy. This is gonna be long. Okay, so this is the unspoken truth between you two. What neither of you are saying out loud. What neither of you are saying aloud is something about a new beginning here. And it looks like both of you are going towards a new beginning. So I do, and again, this, I have to be honest, this does seem like a closing out of something, and a completely new cycle here. And I don't know if it's necessarily you're not saying anything about it, it's just that's what's happening. That is why this is happening, is because there's a new cycle starting for both of you. Okay. I don't know what else to say. That's pretty straightforward. So it's about taking a leap of faith. It can feel risky, and that's probably where that anxiety situation is coming from. But we're going to pull some advice at the end with the angel cards here to see how to deal with that. Because, I mean, he's about to jump off a cliff, so I can imagine how that might cause a little anxiety. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's clarify this. Okay, High Priestess. So this is like just clarifying this position because it's the unspoken truth. It's what isn't being said. So some of you might still be in a connection here. And what I'm getting is that there needs to be a little bit more like clarity about like needs or feeling misunderstood here. Something needs to be let out because it's causing like this nothing, like it's just causing like a stuck stagnant energy. But I feel like for a lot of you this has already happened here, but there's still, it's kind of like at that liminal stage between like between the closure and the Fool. Okay, so let's get what your person is hesitating on. That's kind of like the fear, or like what is keeping them blocked or stuck. And we have earth energy again, so definitely your person might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I forgot what the Queen of Pentacles is. I think it's Taurus again. I think the queens are usually the fixed signs. Kings are cardinal, so that's the King of Pentacles might be Capricorn. I'm not sure. I wonder what the Virgo is. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I think they're like more so focused on their stability, their abundance, whatever they're nurturing. I don't know. This could be a mother, because I keep getting this like helping thing that your person might be that does regularly. So they could be a caregiver. They could take care of people or something like that. Yeah, because and the Queen of Pentacles is like also the healer or a healer. So I feel like that could be like what your person is seeking out also. It's like, yeah, see, we have death on the end. I mean, on the bottom of the card. That's where this is coming from. Is because it's transformation again. Scorpio energy. So this is really just repeating itself. I'm not even going to clarify that. I think your person is trying to be more in this energy here. So as when we're saying a fear, it's because of that transformation. It's new. It's something that they're going to have to anchor into. So I don't know. For some of you, it may not be necessarily closed or ending forever. It might just be like a new like a whole new beginning with each other. Which, I mean, if you can make it work, cool. Oh yeah, because see, there's a lot of things are gonna move quickly here for you anyway. I don't know about your person, but so card number 5 is like the advice, and so this is the 10 of Cups here. This is a happy family. This is harmony. This is ultimate emotional fulfillment, and I feel like this is where this vision and physical reality come in here. You know what? I think this this transformation, the situation really is propelling you to open up your heart again. And this is really beautiful energy, honestly. Because I only see really a positive, even if you're in separation with your person. I think it'll make both of you better. For each other or just as individuals, okay? Which is important. That's what you want anyway. So go ahead and do your inner healing work. Because I'm sick of it, you know? But I feel like, yeah, like it's, your heart is not opening. And there's a vision that you're having of fulfillment, that you know that you can have it. So it's good. It's getting to know yourself, and I just see more color. There's a movie. What is that movie where it's like it's black and white, and then all of a sudden, I forgot, it becomes color because they restore something like within the community. I don't remember. That also reminds me of that other movie. Is it called The Giver? Ooh, that's giving hermit energy. Did y'all read The Giver? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But okay, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory here, Cancer. This is also water energy, so definitely a confirmation for you. Yeah, this is also like seeing how you feel about yourself in relationships. And that's what I was saying. It's like that core belief thing. Look that up. Core beliefs. Like, what do you tell yourself when you're in these relationships, in these connections, friendships, romantic partners? Like, really sit down and look at that. But also be mindful of, you know, if you need someone to walk along with you, like a counselor, a trusted friend, definitely do that before you go digging up stuff, because things can get pretty deep. Okay, so let's get your advice. These are angel messages. So let's see what your angels want you to know. This is for Cancer. Okay, we have savings. It says, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care. What did I say? Physical reality. Also, organization. The Hermit is about organization. Clutter. Like, if your environment is messy, that's going to leak mental energy as well. That's anxiety. And so you have to start with your physical reality, and then get that organized, and then work your way outward and inward. And for other people, it might be the other way. A lot of times it does start inward, but I'm getting a message of really like looking at your physical reality. And that was here too, your vision. Because it's like also manifestation energy too. So what else to say? This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Okay. So save your money. Get a savings. Get a budget. Let's get one more for Cancer. For Cancer. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Okay, so that's a very specific message for some of you. I did see the Six of Pentacles, so giving and receiving. So a lot of you might also start to, as your heart starts to expand, you'll start to receive more help in different ways. So that might be in the form of friendships, partnerships, people coming to help you. So you also have to, it's I feel like sometimes we be wanting help and then it comes and we're like, whoa, what is this? And it's the help that you asked for, but it might look different, okay? So be discerning, but also don't be afraid to accept help, as well as, pay it forward when you can. I hope this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also, if it didn't, check your other signs, your other placements. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.